Hey everyone, this is Kristen Thornberry of Outrun Acres, and welcome to my first training series on YouTube. And the subject of my first training series is going to be my new horse Shine. She is a just turned 5-year-old Tennessee Walker mare, and she's the first gaited horse I've ever owned personally. I have had other gaited horses for training in the past. Actually, most of those were Missouri Foxtrotters. I think I had a couple Pasafinos that I worked with, and I don't know if I actually had any Tennessee Walkers, so she's a brand new adventure for me, and she's pretty much a clean slate. She's had a little bit of training. Her previous owner did some groundwork with her, did a little bit of round pen work with her, and I know she was taught hip over by Terry Bow and Lindley, and so she has a little bit of understanding of some parts of the training process, but she is brand new to me and a relatively clean slate. So I think it's going to be pretty interesting to follow her progress. Well, at least I hope it's interesting for everybody. It's interesting to me. And I'm hoping that I can break things down into small enough details for everybody to understand. So I was thinking about having these moments at the beginning of each video that I was going to call mounting block moments, because I'm actually, can't see it. I wonder if I can move the camera so you can see it. I'm sitting on this mounting block that's in front of my tack room, because it's really the only place I have to sit out here when I'm out in the pasture with the horses. And I cheaped out and got the green one, so instead of the black one, and it's tall enough for me to get on my short quarter horses, but it's certainly not going to be tall enough for me to get on Shine, who is about 16 hands. So I'm going to have to upgrade that pretty soon. So pretty sure that my little green mounting block is going to stay right here where it is in front of the tack room, and it will be my mounting block moments, a little intro to videos. So yeah, the first series is going to be about Shine, and if anybody has any questions after watching each video, please feel free to post them at the bottom of the video, either here on YouTube or where I'm probably going to share this video on my Facebook page, Outrun Acres. Really interested to hear in everybody's feedback, the good, the bad, the ugly, and that's what I'm also planning on posting, is the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I just want to kind of show realistic moments in training and how it's not always pretty and it doesn't always go according to plan, and sometimes I have to come up with a completely new plan in the moment on the fly because the horse is not where I thought they were in that moment. And sometimes the only way that I learn where the horse is when I make mistakes. So it's a process for me as well, and I make mistakes all the time, and I actually look forward to them, because usually when I make them, it helps me leap forward in our progress. Because sometimes I don't know where the horse is at until I do something wrong. So wrong or right, it's all progress, it's all information, it's all good. But yeah, that's my overall little plan. And so I have some round penning videos to start out with. And like I said in one of my previous, I think, intro video, this is just one way, right? I predominantly use negative reinforcement with some Cat H training, and every once in a while I'll use some positive reinforcement to kind of help shape a behavior, but I'm not super talented when it comes to using positive reinforcement. I don't feel like I have a great enough understanding of that method of training, so I don't use it very often, where I've been using negative reinforcement for a very long time, and it kind of has become second nature. And one other thing I want to discuss about that really quick before I kind of wrap up this intro to this Shine series is that, first of all, negative reinforcement and positive reinforcement have nothing to do with an emotion that might be attached to those words. Negative doesn't mean something negative, it just means subtracting, okay? And positive doesn't mean something positive, it just means you're adding. So if I'm using negative reinforcement when the horse is doing something that I'm trying to teach it to do, I remove any form of pressure. So I'm subtracting something. Whereas if I was using positive reinforcement, as soon as the horse did the behavior that I was looking for, I would add something to that. You know, I would give the horse a treat or give it some sort of reward in some way. I'm adding. So I don't want people to get hung up on those words. They're just words, and I know words are important, but there's no emotion attached to those words when it comes to training. So anyway, on that note, I'm going to wrap this up and we'll get to more of the fun footage of me actually working with Shine. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you like it.